274 star 6 hash star 274 star 6 hash at exactly 358. Yamako Ivan, my answer your discussion now say our I see Yanti UTV the because the other cannot na about a year form of economic at the amount UTV invasion and matters arising. Ivan, Yanko.
Okay, the Dika Messancha what tier for beam.
A tier for Joe, so near
and I think that near my course or TV station hono over the week about topical issue. Almost every media station are delve into the matter, and the energy with which and the consistency obia ajiajinam no. I think say UTV as a station international or more a share back, they will know say definitely the Ghana for support your mankasa.
Very well.
Then you go back to the archives, no beside say in the past na similar attacks a communianum so sebi ye close down radio station, ye budget analysis and as a phone no. Now opposition yes net saying into what mirror what happened in the past. Some of them kept mute na yankasa na never form when na manfo agia jinam e kasa mo mona. I think so more be be a film. Say etua unua yesi omobuwa yes, because eba bedru omohena no screaming na for no the same Ghanaians the same media stations now over the years this government launched mortar attacks on them, seeking some of the radio stations or more reportage in the way a man or go about your friend saying commenting on issues of governance affected the integrity and the dignity of government, and for that matter no they deliberately instituted a policy and not cracked down almost about half of radio stations in this country. Exactly. And all these radio stations were perceived to be NDC related and opposition related. You crack it down. Alaska in the media fraternity elsewhere no yes media station as for ideological biases and those stuff. If you go to the United States of America, radio station like CNN, and Fox, and Brevet, and other institutions, Washington Post, and in New York, you have Times, and answer for no, they all have their ideological leanings. Are these leanings, towards a particular political lines? But I don't know else with you more from say a 7 o'clock higher back. So when you have media station tilting towards a particular radio station, a particular ideological lines, and say a certain political persuasions, I don't know, but I know the government of the day the license to go berserk, say may crash down radio stations, me attacking media, and then I say for them when others on the sideline freeze and binuma until we don't care. And Sanyama will cause you can go back and check some of the media stations are more voice consistently in a common voice, and they have resisted this particular thing. They never spoke about this. And it's all over from Monday to Friday. And that has been the topical issue. Be come a man for solidarize with them, show some kind of compassion and so forth. And I'm sure say going forward, no, self say it you a young into a DM. Na say yes. Abuani si obi suna ka say yakasa sorry yeso ben kasa sorry me so because ofiri no so or the bow so I think the nipa be nyansa through him. Alaska to those who did this maka just me hi menya surprise because you see deliberately no we have instituted a culture of perjury and impunity our system no masabi e man for that leverage and lean way say oh ya ban na woso I say ya ban na woso na say be nema hunu koso a sa kwa we ya na wo bo ne tape ye nanim hu na say bonsam ofase ya fe ne say ns Owusu Bempah sa brand we kotena ya fe ne say Kumase a radio station, and he was issuing threatening words to the same platform, accusing them. And Alaska, if we are really serious and we really want to constitute a proper investigation into this, and Kasama Brantie should be the basis upon which every single investigation will be conducted. Exactly. And by now, Satape may circulate on various social media. No, so if the police is really committed, say they really want to get to the bottom of this particular matter, that guy should be the first point of call. Because answer no can no, and the motivate among for incentivizing those boys. Say now some papa you because the description that he gave to the program, exactly, the kind of analogy he gave, say attack no invasion and say for no subsequently no, that is exactly what happened. So if you are really committed, some person would dig it down to this particular matter. This guy should be a subject of police inquiry. But he's all over on social media granting interviews and so forth. And this guy has the audacity to grant interview to one of the despite media station, and he was denouncing, say he never should say those words, but when in reality those are the words that he used. Then something ejina kofa away by Alaska. And some yet is the culture of impunity and the excesses are cost that be a mecase attacks in Akoso. Attacks in Aquaman for so media houses. There has been attack on media houses. There has been attack on media personalities. Several attacks are causing a shutting down media station and so forth. So at this point, the respecter ordinary no expecting a system the media and then the fraternity and so forth. No, those things are not there. Well. So party individuals who say you're buying the room. So these individuals, you know, have that energy. The last time I was telling you about what happened in Kumasi, Abra, I said. National Security Operative be adin se muro Kumasi yedina sama young people within the same MPP party invaded a court of competent jurisdiction. I know the day, you know, Judge Penfor you say Ogane to say be akura wa hu ye fen say okra Alaska assembly see and edebe ne see nobody, they didn't do anything about the situation. Exactly. Nobody apologized to anybody. Yeti the yeti and say yes, the sikat for moso na yeti sikana we it ended there. Alaska. So that kind of niema na akoso no e na man force akokoduro no say betimi ayesa niema afa ye hodi and say yakase ye narrate instances as some of these things are happening. I think that ye ne because from my also west world go na nsem see ya abrante ya no ton phones e wo circle ya double. Under certain mysterious circumstances, he became a national security operative. Armed with guns and then as a four. Oko Ayawaso West Wagon. Oko unleash mayhem ne tragedy on people to the extent that these guys had the audacity to slap a sitting member of parliament. When the issue went, yes, a president say or no provoke you and you're born as some. So Alaska, when you do that, at the end of the day, you embolden the people. At the end of the day, yet see your friend is saying. Wow, Unipa acquire no city FM on friend say Kuda and then I buy a fair bisan was our station or I buy you as a be me and Casa Metimit Bona Bomo dina coba be Medina Cobiano national security for the car I'm more car and as if for gum and I copy in the form say so I can't send you yet no cockche sa Caleb Kuda way am I molesting and then as a form Sanyama way in Alaska a go ye Obia and pay attention to. As even some of these media houses as attention man on Monday Mass Anima way, Alaska, or more ya F. Wudi. And this is a party person. Nasa Sanima way in our coso, now free say a drew point to be Nasa Wabang, Obi Kasaguna Nimasia. Alaska, there is no impediment in your way because you think that the system will enjoy unfettered support of the system. The system can never go against you. I told the idea, a patch aye. Ama niema biya kwa kudru papa ya ote wa opache wi Alaska bizan say beyond a chow partner or panel, what is the next line of action? Did he say anything ade omoye the AC in the past ade ben and ade na occasion ya bedru a point MPP, which is a political party, I believe in democratic tenant ne values ya bedru a point ene among for you sue the same party as an instrument terrorize among for the oppressor among for. Has he sat down to analyze these things? Because Alaska, anyway, happen in a vacuum. So what's here? The summer na anas, main canas cry. Asama, nano, Papa we and resign from the party. Alan Chamantain. That's right. The circumstance a leading man resign. Saying he was telling people, say within the MPP, sir, lawlessness in some man, some who na ya attack we ya no, at the party nafa. And I'm so Emma or no ankasa new boys sabi no more representing in most of the polling stations ya bubirim to a bill money within the same party. What happened? Besina, what is your prosecutor will be? No, because I'm told say the idea bobiani during the elections. Well. Has the police issued any statement? Any proper investigation? These guys are walking free. And there has been instances so Alaska, there has been enough for us. I don't know these guys I feel emboldened say you bet me aye na ya fa ye ho adi and truly omo ya for ho adi because you have some individuals on the radio, even some of the media guys na na meti abrante your your friend say asempa fma na analysis o ye we ase nyina emotional analysis na hot cut na radio so ye o man he no some funny way be annoy say o say obi akotete your friend say peppers me wo TV so and that alone justify what happens. Alaska Pepper, I'm told say yes I na sa letter no more come away no according to YouTube I say letter no kwa go do mo it was being circulated on social media
and go for no crab letter na nyo woman letter number patch I dey know the over pound
letter na social media and anybody at all can just print the letter. Right. Now they are called programs and I'm told that is what happened. Yeah. So I know doesn't justify. Alaska, there is no justification say obi better on the radio and on the TV station. Now what I say program you know and so many and you know as I we say who born dog? We don't do that in anywhere. But Alaska abanasa and I am telling these boys say Senka obi wa chow pabi de ma Ghana for and na kufuado and na mamuo ne nkrofo mo twa ne ho ahia no. Look at the promises that he gave to Ghanaians, the assurances that he gave there. Kufuado that Ghanaians knew from those days. I see in a anti-corrupt your friends campaign and all one year to become president. And here we are today. Ya OBS enka nem kwanda nyino they apologize to Ghana for. Enka ya Kufuado. Oh yes, because we dig Ghana, we bought Ghana from because Obano and you say na Ghana tie. The Ghana that he promised and assured people had hope and confidence in him. Say Akufo-Addo is the tough guy. Oba Ghana na dey sebi ebeye because John Mahama in 2016 people thought say oh na sebi nema nkoye Akufo-Addo is the messiah. Oba be save the situation. Enti ya di amano Alaska public person also by protecting no and the public person no aside that family and friends kabaya ya kan atwa ho hia and then you stage another heist against this particular state, this state capture agenda. What they also our airport residential area airport lands in the from then as a forum and several other Omanya Japadi asebi ye kikambom eswako has he apologized to Ghanaians and Alaska there has been instances now no na make about they see your friend is saying Flagstaff House wa ne daughter ne ono ankasa kwasesa sa boys yombe ye yesi ye twa videos ade ben Flagstaff House ombe defile the place in that for nobody has apologized to anybody. Cathedral na mama so musi a enu nti ne Ghana hyebo ase ne no Alaska go there and look at what Ghana sika kwa this manum besi ne has he been able to apologize to Ghanaians yet kroma na yet radio TV so all over now we were telling Ghanaians say baby o minor dru no Ghana ya Falcon plane na ya use no it was in good condition president betime use but yet president was hiring a jet every hour biane say he was paying over 20,000 euros pounds.
Justification is a president Nikoto Bewa
na plane kufu atenam plane kufu atenam o plane ya friend say Mahama atenam na sa Akufo-Addo kotodwe be wa Akufo-Addo rather say no bi o ha o kasa wo kan Alaska such justification or modern but in all these instances Akufo-Addo has never apologized to anybody. So Alaska me that is the culture that he has created. Culture now what create here ya launch attacks on media houses in the media way na media freedom e wo krom ha sebi ye threaten amount for now no me say adan abranti ebiti radio station or kasa yes wakasa tia MPP party for ye kochino e radio station e bona yes abranti na wu. Has IGP issued any statement on that particular thing? The state so far as that particular investigation akwakosi saying Alaska media personal or the radio so can asem whether you agree or not no that is another thing. But in some now can what is if say a threat in national security there are avenues bet me invite no and there's a what you go through the law. These hooligans, same people invaded the radio station, pulled the guy, attacked him. In the end, nothing happened. Said na ebisu no see what dabo na no I say your friends NDC national constituency executives ko chi obi a no so obo ni. That's right. So Alaska. So you see man over be lawless society because that is the culture that has been created and to be feel free say or some maximum control over the media free for all and the echo so enyo de bia no Alaska with me here because that has become the order of the day because starting na echo announce ni nkrofo so okroma Akufo-Addo a short Ghanaian say oh announce principle, the announced methodology is the best way to me abo na man fight on net corruption become corruption because say corruption enye ade a eye market ya nkoye to corruption obetobi yedinu sumase. So the proper way to unearth corrupt activities needs to go undercover, and it is accepted. This sting operation is done everywhere, and that is what ANAS has been doing over the years. International recognition and as for it is upon that principle that Akufo-Addo founded his anti-corruption campaign. So he will employ the ANAS principle. ANAS Ochi on one Kasano question in a corrupt deal, Alaska. Then the guy became enemy. Then they designated Kennedy Japan as an agent, going around threatening, insulting, castigating all sort of unholy allegations against Anas's person. As we speak, Anas Wainfa, I'm not sure the guy even feel comfortable living in his own country. As a result, Ahmed Swala said the same papa you would know to TV say money. Wow, and there has been instances, media attacks here and there. So Adaska, San Kasana, Papa, we need San Crofo, we dear Nimuse, and then Omode Babaye, I'm a media and Jinano. They've gone contrary because Omonisa Brabono Mobono and Yabrabo Papa. And for that matter, if they allow the media to fixate on those things, they will be embarrassed. So the best way they can do is to shut down some of the radio stations, to attack media personalities, Yamunipa, Yentete Nipa, Yanchinipa form, and a whole lot of stuff. And their course. So I know the kind of democracy, the rule of law, and I know Akufo-Addo say or believe in all the tenants and so forth. But the question they say, because go to the your friends are Transparency International and other way human your friends are right index and as a form the media freedom then as a form so look at our position here drop it consistently because there has been a massive attack on the media. There has been a massive attack on the media, and the government is doing everything to ensure, say, someone can be managed there, you become a target, and there are threats all over. We media, yes, send the amount for text messages, and Dodona Ababisi. Now, Alaska win him. Makasa politics, a human institution.
Very well.
Nipa ne and Nipa desani umong ni free will. They will do the excesses because every human is greedy and they will do everything that satisfy their personal whims and conveniences all the time. And as a government, you institute measures. One of them say be guiding Nipa. Amana who say I did when me say there are consequences. But when Nipa become overly convinced, actions are not followed by consequences. Trust me, that is why you see the vicious nature of men. That's exactly how these guys are operating because they know say I don't know no consequences. It will be in the media, people will talk about it, apology will be issued, and it ends there. Alaska, nobody will talk about it. And it is the culture of impunity, and people that are not even within the MPP as a political party. But Alaska, even within the police in because it's obvious. Some of these guys in military uniform and a national security tag as a forum, the same hooligan, the same miscreant, army or more with guns and ammunition are there all over unleashing terror and mayhem. And so what the course of Ayawaso West we're gonna win him. The course of our other areas are police for some of the things are more yen and as a forum. Nina coming to confirm the fact is your security at this particular point in time, and you're assured. And as people, we need to do everything to resist. The media in a common voice going forward. They need to resist because going into 2020 elections, 2024 elections, some of these things, this spontaneous attack, are going to be heightened because people will definitely bring a lot of issues to bear, and the government dissatisfied, and these tax being liberated, feeling say they are not accountable to anybody, they will do a lot. So media, in a common voice, must rise against it, and this particular thing, they must ensure, say. It will not just end here. And several instances are also in the past. Now, Mufri said, "Will be attacking media unjustly." We need to do this because we cannot live in a democratic country where people cannot air their grievances. Because my culture said, the very day we lose our voices, that day we will cease to live as a human being because we will not matter anymore. We need to rise up against these excesses because the president didn't go for some of these enterprise, this tertiary enterprise, promote whatever they stand for and what they believe in. But we as a people, we need to resist and fight against these things.
Right. I'm sure that was Ivan J. Innocent, a social activist and a researcher. Sir Obed a constituency organizer Edema Ebuakua South constituency. As Alaska, only aya guests as a Abua Papo more tetene pasa. Also the Ninja the man the senior bro Ivan Che Innocent and the general manager of Ahonto and Afesu Salasi Amuzu. Salasi, yes, was Salasi. The media also Ediaba say Obed a conference organizer of the NDC Ebuakwa South constituency of the NDC. I was a keep your messages come as I want my kind amount. I want to seek a promo or see dinner falla. I want to seek a promo or see dinner falla. I star 274 star 6 hash. Star 274 star 6 hash. Mami come come me back me do wo draw no ebama na afa ya proceed star 274 star 6 hash. I know your Friday me ma get 3 star 274 star 6 hash. Sunday what say enter number of ticket and star 274 star 6 hash. Me ma say sia.
Jam na heye
enya na no asase a me kope one antianantia langas for ma me hontome asase baako ya tom nipa babrudu
na wonte Ostet real estate for Kana one sase ho do papa langard ensem bia nim na ne bo so de elda fam kra
sa
ane awon sase wododo wa ayikuma asebi doyumu asitwame junction chai hill topoli agoto ene dowenya na ne jesem kra ne say Sawu car over to media call Ostet real estate. Now I win the buono. Na say ensa subaya me and say night cra what the amount.
A jama to me wogu. Na he fan o na me so me kwajima sas.
Oh, na say Ostet real estate the oma chinya yak pra. O do do wa one fire service station on again share anymore. Over to me afre 0244 68 40 69 and now 0266 10 14 06. And now 0240 93 3748. Ostet Real Estate.